In light of what we've been talking the last few days, the Rebbe's Ma'amar, where the Rebbe sets out the course, the responsibility, the purpose, the goal of our generation, what we are to expect and what we are to do, what is going to be our great merit and what is our responsibility. And as the Rebbe said, the goal is Moshiach. The journey, the responsibility is touching, affecting, inspiring, reaching in to every Jew. We're not reaching out. It's not an outreach program. It's an in-reach program, reaching into the depth of every Jew, reaching into the essence of every Jew, touching the spinteliyid, as we say, the essence of every Jew, which is godliness, God Himself. And for that, the Rebbe sends his emissaries throughout the world to find every single Jew. The antidote to what Hitler did. He was searching for every single Jew, God forbid to destroy him. The Rebbe is searching for every single Jew to revive him, to bring him in, to connect, to reconnect this person, everyone, with Hashem and within each other. So we find something in the parsha of this week, in the parsha's Bo, a fascinating little detail in Rashi that may be going unnoticed, but the Rebbe notices it and expounds on it in the Sikha. And this is on the verse 13, Yud Gimel, Shemais, chapter 12. Pasuk says, "V'hoya adam lochem la'ois halabatim." The blood of the Paschal Lamb you will put on the doorposts, so that Asher atem shom, where you are in there. And God says, I will see that blood when I will go out and smite the Egyptian firstborn. Then v'sachti aleichem, I will pass over you. V'lo yeh bochem negev, there will be no plague to hurt you. B'hakoisi be'eretz Mitzrayim, when I'm going to go out and smite in the land of Egypt. So the Torah says that God promises the holiday of Pesach, passing over, where God passed over the Jewish homes. But Rashi points out there is a duplication of the same words. And then again, there will be no destructive. You already said it earlier. So Rashi says the following. What happens if a Jewish individual finds himself on the night before leaving Egypt? That night which is a curfew, as it says further in the Pasuk, that no one should go out of their homes during this night. There's a plague raging outside, you stay home. Curfew. What happens if at that night, a Jewish person, instead of being home with his family, getting ready to leave Egypt, for some odd reason, he finds himself in an Egyptian home, indicating the type of person we're dealing here. Here is an individual who just did a Paschal Lamb, because every Jew participated, who experienced 210 years of the most ferocious suffering, the worst of bondage, physically and spiritually, who has experienced a whole year of godly miracles preparing us to be taken out of Egypt, to be led out of Egypt, and to go become a nation. Finally, freedom, purpose, goal, redemption. Yet this individual somehow feels a closer kinship with his Egyptian oppressor. And the night before going, he's spending time in their home. Let's call partying. Goodbye party. Somebody who is obviously feels a closer relationship with the enemy rather than with your own family. Says God, even one like this, I do not write him off. No, he will not die with the Egyptian. He is my child. He is my Jewish person. He is my Jewish child, and even him I will save from his inner bondage, including his outer bondage. Fascinating little detail and an amazing message. Yes, it is our responsibility to go find every single Jew wherever he, she may be. Reach in. It's not reaching out. Reaching in from your own love, from your own soul to this person's soul. We're all one, irrelevant of the external appearance. Irrelevant where this other person is hanging out, maybe even in enemy territory. No, he's not my enemy, he's my brother. She's my sister. And as such, together, God will take us out of Egypt. There will be no more plague, and we will all find ourselves with Mashiach in the Beis HaMikdash.